Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's Houghton Lake versus McBain junior varsity game. My name is James Taylor and I am joined tonight by Carson Murphy.
And welcome to tonight's game for the McBain Ramblers. Our guests are going to be taking on the Houghton Lake Bobcats. I'm going to ask if you'd stand at this time. Face our flag, and gentlemen, if you'd be willing to remove your caps, let's show honor to our nation's flag as we participate in our national anthem. Tonight's officials are registered by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, and like the coaches, are here to help. We ask that you please respect their honest effort and decisions. In pre-game action, the Ramblers won the coin toss and elected to defer to the second half. As a result of that decision, the Ramblers are kicking off from defending the north goal. The Bobcats will be receiving the ball. And we're ready for football.
McBain will be kicking off in the first half with Houghton Lake on the receiving end. Their receivers will be their number 10, Kane Graham, and their number 13, Kane Furman. Ball is kicked short and number 50.
Number 56.
Number 56
was the kicker, and the receiver was number 4. We'll figure it out.
Nope. No.
Number 10, your ball carrier. And on the tackle, number 30, Benjamin Roden. Number 20, going to be down to 3 for the ball.
Houghton Lakes number 10 tries to force it up. Stopped a little bit early, and defense will be again about 1 yard, making it 3rd down with 2 to go.
Graham was your ball carrier.
Okay. All right. Houghton Lakes number 5 carries the ball through for what will be a 1st down.
For the Bobcats.
Emmerich.
Ball's being placed on the 4-yard line. 39 yards of the Ramblers. We're going to have it 1st and 10.
Ball gets handed off to Lakes number 10, Kane Graham, who manages to carry it for what should be 1st down.
Kane Graham, your ball carrier, forced out of bounds by number 34.
Just
ball's being placed just
short of 1st down by about a yard.
Down and 1 for the Bobcats.
The Houghton Lakes 2nd down with 1. By Ramblers, and yes, it will go Ramblers.
And a fumble on the play. It was covered by the Ramblers. It looked like number 23, Caleb Miller, on the recovery. Bobcats are going to be defensive now, and the Ramblers are on the 39, 1st and 10.
Defense! Get that ball back!
Ball hand off to number 2. Met a little bit the line of scrimmage.
Blaine Houston was the ball carrier. In on the tackle, number 13, Kane Firm. Couple yards on the play, we'll say 2nd down and 8.
Go defense! Hold him!
Number 22, Jacob Bill. Brought down number 13, Kane Furman. It'll be about 3rd and 6.
Jacob Bill was your ball carrier. In on the tackle, Kane Furman for the Bobcats. Up 3rd down and 6 for the Ramblers.
Pitch outside of number 23, Caleb Miller.
Caleb Miller, your ball
Pushed out of
carrier.
bounds by
And on the
Houghton
tackle,
Lakes. Short for me.
for the Ramblers.
Number 34, Ben Rodenbaugh, quarterback sneak up the middle. Looks like it's going to be 1st down for McBain.
The quarterback sneak for number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh. He was able to get the Ramblers a 1st down. The ball is being placed on the 40-yard line of the Ramblers, 1st and 10.
Number 2, Houston. Brought down about halfway between the sticks.
Blaine
Second and
Houston,
5 for
the
McBain.
ball carrier for the Ramblers. In on the tackle, Ethan Naylor. Second down and 5.
Number 2, Blaine Houston again on the carry. Tackled by number 72, John Shellas.
Blaine Houston, your ball carrier. Tackled by number 50, Ethan Naylor. Going to bring up third down and 5.
Number 23, Caleb Miller. Met right about at the first down marker.
Caleb Miller, your ball carrier.
Looks like it's first down,
And
McBain.
he gets a Ramblers first down. The ball is now on the Bobcat side of the 50. And it'll be first and 10 Ramblers.
Number 2, Blaine Houston on the carry. Met at the line of scrimmage. Be about second and
Blaine
10
Houston.
for McBain.
The ball carrier. Ball now sits on the Rambler side of the 50. Well, it'll be second down and 11.
Number 22, Jacob Bill has the ball. Down with number 10, Kane Graham. Be
Number 22,
third and
Jacob Phillips, the
11
ball
for
carrier
McBain.
for the Ramblers. Taken down by number 10, Kane Graham. There's a full yard behind the original marker, so it's going to bring up third down and 11.
Timeout called by Houghton Lake.
All right, we have a timeout. This will be the first one of the first half. Charlie.
Number 23, Caleb Miller for the first down reception for McBain.
Caleb Miller in on the reception. He gets a Ramblers first down. And on the tackle, 25, Ty Haley. First and 10 for the Ramblers. And they are now on the Bobcat 38-yard line.
Number 22, Jacob Billett on the carry, brought down by number 5, Kyler Emmerich. There's a flag on the play. Be holding on the offense.
There's a flag on the play.
They're gonna bring it back.
They have hold.
For Ben Rodenbaugh on the carry, brought now by number 10, Kane Graham.
Rodenbaugh on a scramble. Finally tackled by number 10, Kane Graham.
About 2nd and 6 for McBain.
About 18-yard gain or so. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Come on, Green! Good ball!
23, Caleb Miller with another pitch play. Looks like it's going to be touchdown McBain. Number 23, Caleb
Number 23,
Miller.
Caleb Miller for a Ramblers touchdown.
Oh, yeah. 2-point conversion.
Number
is
24,
complete.
Avery
Number
DeRuiter for
24,
a 2-point
Avery DeRuiter
conversion for the Ramblers.
will be 8-0.
There are 3 minutes and 37
McBain is up.
seconds left in the first quarter, where the score is the McBain Ramblers 8, the Houghton Lake Bobcats 0.
After that, McBain will be kicking off, and it will be Houghton Lake ball with about 3 minutes and a half left in this first quarter.
All the way back for a touchdown!
McBain's number 88, Darius Pena, kicks off, and ball is grabbed by Houghton Lake's number 13, Kane Furman. And actually, number 10, Kane Graham, manages to take it up to Houghton Lake's 35-yard line.
Ball's being placed on the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Bobcats.
Ball gets handed off to Kane Graham again, who brings it up for about a gain of 2 yards, making it like 2nd down with about 8 yards to go.
Kane Graham, In on the tackle, number 24, Avery DeRuder. Gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Go, Bucket!
Kyler Emmerich was your ball carrier.
Ball handed off to Houghton Lakes number 5, Kyler Emmerich, who was taken down, but at the scrimmage for a gain of no yards. Now Houghton Lakes 3rd down with 7 to go.
The yard on the play, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Ball goes to Kane Graham again, who manages to take it for 1st down. And looks.
Number 10, Kane Graham, your ball carrier, stepped out of bounds.
Looking like he was going to go out of the way. Houghton Lakes number 10,
first down.
Kane Graham, apparently stepped out of bounds, so he won't get touchdown, but he still gets 1st down by quite a bit on McBain's 34-yard line. Ball gets handed off to the number 5, Kyler Emmerich, who takes it up about 4 yards, making it Houghton Lakes 2nd down with 6 to go. Really only a minute and a half left in this 1st quarter.
Gain of 5 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Flag on.
Flag on the play. Holding, charged against box, 10-yard penalty.
Hold on Houghton Lake, there will be a 10-yard penalty, making a 2nd down, 15 yards to go.
So the ball is being placed right around the 36-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 11.
Mine down at 11 yards to go. Ball gets handed off to Kane Graham, who is dragged all the way back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. What looks to be about 7 yards for Houghton Lake.
Your ball carrier. Stop 3, Caleb Miller. Lost about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up.
That'll be 3rd down 15 for Houghton Lake with less than half a minute in the 1st quarter.
That's it, that's all.
We are back at the start of the second quarter. Still Houghton Lake's ball on their third down with 14 yards to go. Ball is passed to their number 10, Kane Graham, but the pass is incomplete. That will be Houghton Lake's fourth down with 14 yards to go.
14 for the Bobcats.
Houghton Lake choosing to run the ball on their fourth down. Attempted pass to their number 22.
Incomplete pass. That's going to turn the ball over on down.
The number 2, Titus Vacanus. And the pass will be incomplete. It will now be McBain's ball on their own 38-yard line.
Ball is ran by number 2, Blaine Houston, brought down by number 1, Tyler Watson. Be about 2nd and 6 for McBain.
Blaine Houston, your ball carrier, tackled by number 1, Tyler Watson. Gain of 3 on the play to make second down and 7.
Handed off to number 2, Blaine Houston. Brought down by number 10, Kane Graham. About a gain of 1 on the
ball
play.
carrier. You know, the tackle for the Bobcats, number 81, Dakota Padulik. Maybe a yard on the play to bring up third down and 6.
Ben Rodenbaugh rolls out, looking to pass. Intended for number 2, Blaine Houston, who falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 6 for
Number 4,
McBain.
incomplete pass. It's going to bring up fourth down and 6.
Punting for McBain is number 3, Bryson Powers. Back deep, number 10, Kane Graham. Amazing punt by Powers. And it'll start Houghton Lake off at about the 5 or 6 yard line.
Looks like they're going to be down around the 10-yard line. It's going to be Bobcats ball, 1st and 10.
Ball gets handed off to their number 10, Kane Graham once again. He takes the ball forward and maybe 2 yards or so, making it Houghton Lake, second down with 8 to go.
Kane Graham, your ball carrier, stopped by number 24, Avery DeLuca. There's no gain on the play. It'll bring you up second down and 10.
Ball once again goes to Kane Graham. He manages to take it forward maybe
Kane Graham, your
2
ball
yards or
carrier,
so,
stopped by
making
number
it
2, Blaine
their
Houston.
third down with
Gain of 1 on
9
the
to
play.
go.
Bring up third down and 9.
Right now, McBain defense is really just kind of holding Houghton Lake just at a standstill right now, which is really good given how close they are to McBain's end zone. So for McBain right now, the best they can do is force them to their fourth down, and then they can punt, and hopefully they shouldn't be able to get it too far for them so they can start up their offense relatively close. Ball gets handed off to Kane Graham once again, who manages to take it for first down. He is brought down at Houghton Lake's 32-yard line, but he manages to get first down by quite a bit.
Kane Graham, the ball carrier, he gets a Bobcat first down on that play. Tackled by number 3, Bryson Powers. Bobcats have the ball first and 10 on their own 31-yard line.
Kane Graham manages to slip 3 of his defenders for a while. He should get about 7 yards off that play, making it Houghton Lake second down with 3 to go.
Kane Graham, your ball carrier, brought down by number 22, Jacob Billick. Gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 8. Second down and 2, excuse me.
Ball again goes to Kane Graham, who is stopped at the line of scrimmage,
Kane Graham
making
with the
it
ball carrier.
Houghton Lake's third down with 2 to go.
Stopped by number 51, Caleb Vena. Gain of 1 on the play to bring up third down and 1. Number 5, Kyler Emmerich.
Houghton Lake's Kyler Emmerich manages to bring it up for a Bobcat first down.
In on the tackle, number 51, Caleb Vanna.
It was brought down by McBain's number 51, Caleb Vanna.
Ball's on the 43-yard line. Will it be first and 10 Bobcats?
Ball handed off to Kyler Emmerich, who gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage by McBain defense by McBain's number 88, Darius Pena.
Carson Murphy. Timeout. charge for the Bobcats. This will be their second timeout of the first half.
Timeout called by McBain. That'll be the end of McBain's timeout. Houghton Lake coming out of it on their second down with 13 yards to go. About 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Ball is handed off to Houghton Lake's number 5, Kyler Emmerich, who gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage again. That'll be Houghton Lake's third down with 13 to go. Oh. There we go.
And a fumble on the play.
Fumble by Houghton Lake.
Looks like it was recovered by the Bobcats. Bring up fourth down.
Also recovered by Houghton Lake, so it'll be their fourth down with 15 yards to go. You can only assume that based on how far back they are and how many yards they have to go, they're going to go for a punt. Oh, Houghton Lake deciding to play the ball. Their number 13, Kane Furman, tries to drive it up, but does not make it far enough for first down, and that'll be McBain's ball on Houghton Lake's own 40-yard line.
Up with the ball, tackled by number 2, Blaine Houston. Ball's being turned over on downs to the Ramblers, where they'll have it first and 10. And they're on the Bobcat 41-yard line.
Ben Rodenbaugh rolling out to pass. Looks at Caleb Miller. It falls incomplete.
Ramblers
Second down for McBain.
Let's go bring up second down and 10.
Rodenbaugh drops back to pass once again. He's going to scramble and get a first down and more before he's knocked out of bounds.
Number 34, Benjamin Rumbaugh was
Houghton Lake's number
scramble
12,
on the play.
Devin Harms.
Forced out of bounds, but not until he gets a first down. Ball is on the 23-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 Ramblers.
Rodenbaugh to pass again. He looks. He's got Houston, and it falls incomplete in the end zone. It'll be 2nd and 10 for McBain.
Incomplete pass.
There's a flag.
We have a flag on the play.
On the field.
And an illegal pass on the play. Looks like there's a loss of yardage on the play and a loss of downs. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 13.
There's a penalty called on McBain, so they move back and lose a down. So it is now 2nd and 13. Snap is low. Rodenbaugh looks to pass once again. He's going to run it. And it looks like he is close to a first down, but not quite there.
Number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh on the scramble. Gained about 7 on the play to bring up 3rd down and 3.
T formation for McBain. Timeout for
They have a
Houghton
timeout,
Lake.
and being charged with the Bobcats. This will be their last timeout of the half.
The last timeout for Houghton Lake of this half.
2 minutes left in the half as well.
Hey James, how do you think the McBain offense is doing right now?
Well, to be honest, they're definitely doing better than they have been in past games. This is one of the first games where we managed to take the lead early, and so far we're just doing a good job at forcing it up for first downs on a rather consistent basis. And, you know, even though we just suffered a penalty with loss of yards and a down, we still seem to be moving forward, which is more than what we can say for the past.
And what about the defense? What do you think defense is doing good tonight?
McBain defense is doing a pretty good job at just holding Houghton Lake down to a tight area. Houghton Lake hasn't been able to get a whole lot of first downs, but the counter to that is when they do get first downs, usually it's pretty big gain of yards for them because they managed to slip by McBain defense entirely.
Number 22, Jacob Billett runs it in for a McBain touchdown.
Number 22,
That'll
Jacob
bring the
Billett
score to
in for a
14-0.
touchdown.
McBain is still winning in the lead with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter.
Still winning in the lead. Pretty good.
McBain going for a 2-point conversion. Ben
Ben
Rodenbaugh tries.
Rodenbaugh fakes the pitch out to Caleb Miller. He is stopped before the goal.
Two-point
Two-point conversion was
is
incomplete.
no good. So at 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first half, scores the Ramblers 14, the Bobcats 0.
2 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter. McBain has the lead 14-0.
Excellent. That's exactly. Also get in trouble. Wrong side.
A little bit of confusion there as McBain was about to kick off from the wrong side. McBain's number 88, Darius Pena, will be kicking off for them, and Houghton Lakes, number 5, and number 10, Kyler Emmerich and Kane Graham will be receiving. Ball is caught by Houghton Lakes, number 25, Tyler Bailey, who takes the knee, making it Houghton Lakes ball on their own 25-yard line, 35-yard line. Is that your precise location for it?
All right. Will take over first and 10.
Ball is passed their number 25, Tyler Bailey, and he manages to bring it up for a first down on McBain's 44-yard line. It's a good pass play there by Houghton Lake.
Number 25, Tyler Bailey on the reception, and the Bobcat first down. Tackled by number 23, Caleb Miller. Ball is now in the Rambler side of the 50. The 46-yard line will be Bobcat first and 10.
Ball goes to Kane Graham, who gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 yard. It'll now be Houghton Lake second down with 11 to go. And only a minute left in the half, so if they want to do something with the ball, Houghton Lake really needs to do it quickly. Ball intercepted by McBain's number 9. Give me a second. Yep, Aiden Cucci, who manages to bring it up to Houghton Lake's 40-yard line or so. It's a very good play for McBain, even though I'm not totally sure if they'll be able to get anything off it points-wise, given that there's less than half a minute in this first quarter. But still very good, just halts Houghton Lake's offense entirely. So at this point, I'd say they have no chance to score within this second quarter.
before Rodenball drops back to pass, finds Miller. It's a first down. And there's 6 seconds left in the first half for McBain to find some way to score before this half is over.
You get a first down on the play. The ball is being set on the 44-yard line of the Bobcats, and the Ramblers call their first timeout of the half.
Timeout called by McBain.
Calls their first timeout. What would you do in this situation, James?
Yeah, well, in this situation, they only have 6 seconds left in the half, so not a whole lot. They'd need someone to get down the field pretty quick if they want to turn this into points.
If I had to guess, I would say that coach is going to call 49ers, where every single receiver runs a 9 route, which is a straight line down the field as far as they can possibly go.
You know, if they wanted to call the shape they run a number, you'd think it'd be a 1, because, you know, 1s go straight. 9s kind of do like a circle thing at the top, so it's kind of weird naming. Is it because of the sports team?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
He's got time. He looks like he's going to run it, and he is in open field, tackled by number 81, Dakota. I don't even know how to say that last name. Dakota.
Here, let me help you out with that. What number? What? Oh. Maltaluix.
All right.
We'll see you in about 15
Looks
minutes.
like that's the half. McBain 14, Bobcats 0. And we will see you when the third quarter begins.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Christian Mitchell, taking over for Carson Murphy. Still joined here by James Taylor. James, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Unfortunately for me, there has been no double rainbow tonight, but you know, hopes for the double rainbow.
Well, I think it has to rain for there to be a rainbow, James. And I really hope it doesn't rain.
Silence you, I want double rainbow.
So, we start off the second half. We have McBain at 14 and the Bobcats at 0.
So far, the strongest McBain has played all year, for sure, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Their defense has definitely been the best that I've seen.
Yeah, they're just kind of being dominant on both ends of playing this game, which is something that they have not quite achieved in past games. You know, they could manage to be fairly dominant on one end, but less so on the other. But it's just kind of nice seeing that we're being able to control both sides of the game.
Right. And just as the second half will start here in a quick second, it looks like McBain will receive the ball to start the half. Kicking off for the Bobcats at number 15, Cole Shields. Excuse me if I said that incorrectly. Back to receive the kick is number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh. Number 23, Caleb Miller. The kick is short. Jose Chavez picks it back up. Now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ramblers on their own 42.
Jose Chavez recovers the ball for the Ramblers, and after the kickoff, and he'll have the ball 1st and 10. The Ramblers will on the 42-yard line.
T formation for the Ramblers. Rodenbaugh. Takes a snap, hands it off number 23, Caleb Miller, and he's running. Gets about 6 yards on the play, but there is a flag on the field.
We have a flag on the play.
Looks like there'll be a penalty on the Ramblers. Ball will come back.
Holding has been charged against the Ramblers. Move the ball back 10 from the point of the
Move the ball back 10 yards from the point of the penalty and be 1st. About 14 for the Ramblers.
It looks like 1st and 15.
T formation for the Ramblers again. Rodenbaugh. Takes a snap, hands it off to Blaine Houston. He gets brought down immediately. It'll be 2nd down at about 17 for the Ramblers.
Number 2, Blaine Houston, the ball carrier. Stop by number 53, Cale Lindsay. No gain on the play, 2nd and 15.
Rodenbaugh. Out back. passes it to number 24, Avery Drider, and he gets taken down immediately. Looks like we had 3 receivers on the close side. Rodenbaugh dumped it off to Avery Drider right away, and he got taken down just as soon as he caught that ball. Looks like it'll be about 3rd and 17 here for the Ramblers.
Really no gain on the play. Gonna bring up 3rd down and 15.
10 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. Rodenbaugh. Looks like we got Jacob Billett and Caleb Miller on the near side. Rodenbaugh passes it. And almost caught by number 24, Avery DeRider, but it falls out of his hands. It'll now be 4th down and 17 for the Ramblers.
Pass fell incomplete. Gonna bring up 4th down and
looks like McBain will punt. We have number 3, Bryson Powers, back to punt it for the Ramblers.
I mean, yeah, and that's smart. You know, you don't really want to try and force it when you got 17 yards to go and just being that far back. So good play by McBain, and punt lands around Houghton Lake's 40 or 35-yard line, and it'll be Houghton Lake's 1st down.
1st and 10.
Let's see if this McBain defense can stay strong like they did in the first half.
Well, looks like it was able to stay fairly strong as it was holding Houghton Lake's number 10, Kane Graham, to just about 4 yards. So not too much gain for yards for Houghton Lake. Making it, oh, mine was only 2 yards, making it 2nd down with 8 to go. Ball gets handed off to Kane Graham once again, who gets taken down almost immediately by McBain defense behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there to tackle him.
Kane Graham, your ball carrier.
Looks like there's a loss of about 3. It would now be 3rd down and 11.
I mean, that's right now what McBain should go for, you know? Just hold them, force them back, you know? Don't let them gain, force them back, and that way, if they're forced to punt, they just gain that many less yards than what they would have.
Right.
You know,
8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Bobcats. Looks like we have 2 near side receivers and 2 far side receivers.
Going for a pass play. Ball is intercepted by McBain's number 24, 34.
Ben Rodenbaugh. And he gets taken out at like 2 yards before the goal line. There is a flag on the field. I'm going to assume it's like an illegal block in the back on the Ramblers. So the ball will probably come back to like the 12 or 15. I believe it will still be McBain's ball, though.
I'd hope so, because that was a good catch. You see that? It like popped up.
Right.
He managed to just snag out this guy for a second there. I thought he was actually going to be able to take that for touchdown, which would have been highlight of the night, you know?
Right. And, yep, the ball is coming back to the 25.
By the Ramblers. Ball is being moved to the 25-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers.
Even with the pushback by the officials, that was still greatly in McBain's favor. I mean, only got 25 yards to go before getting another touchdown, so let's see what they can do with that.
Billett with the run, gained about 4.
Jacob Billett, your ball carrier. Stop by number
2nd
13,
and 7
Kane.
for the Ramblers here.
By number 13, Kane Furman. Gain of 3 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Coming back with the T formation. Rodenbaugh down low to receive the snap. Handed off to Blaine Houston. He goes up the middle for about 3 more yards. Be about 3rd down and 4 for the Ramblers on the Houghton Lake 20.
Blaine Houston was the ball carrier. And on the tackle, number 13, Kane Furman. And 53. We got 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Ramblers. Rodenbaugh down low to receive the snap. T formation. Ball gets handed off. No, Rodenbaugh keeps it himself. And he gets taken down. Looks like at the line of scrimmage. Looks like there will not be a
Number
loss.
34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh,
But it will be
was
4th
your
and 6.
ball carrier.
6 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. McBain still up 14-0. James, I think McBain goes for it right here.
I say they do.
Right,
You
they're
know?
right next to the Houghton Lake end zone, so Houghton Lake would have to take it all the way down the field for their own touchdown.
Yeah, not
And
a whole lot is lost to say they don't make
the
this 4th down.
Right.
And I think they're still a bit far out to try to go for an extra point. Or not extra point, field goal.
Right, and
So-
still, there's only about 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. A
I'd
lot can happen, but I say McBain goes for it. And just
I'd
as we say that, we have 2 near receivers and 2 far receivers. We have Jacob Bill and Caleb Miller on the near side. Avery DeRider and Blaine Houston on the far side. Rodenbaugh keeps it, runs. And I don't know if that was
It's
quite
going to be
enough.
close, but it
It-
looks like it could be 1st down.
Looks like they might have to bring out the chain gang. Nope, it will be called 1st down for the Ramblers.
And that is the risk paying off right there. Like we said, that was deciding to run it, even though it was 4th down, is definitely the best choice McBain had in the moment.
And that was a great play by Ben Rodenbaugh. I mean, he saw his opportunities, he decided to run it, and he got the 1st down. It was very well executed.
What I like is the adaptation on the play. You know, that was meant to be like a passing play, but, you know, as soon as Rodenbaugh realized that he doesn't have anyone open, he took matters into his own hands and was able to get his way. And that's just some good on-the-fly thinking that we need from a quarterback, you know?
Billet with the carry. Looks like a loss of about 2. Will now be on the Houghton Lake 18-yard line.
Number 22, Jacob Billet, your ball carrier. Stopped by number 50, Ethan Miller. Lost on the play, 2nd down and 13.
And I don't know, this might just be me, but I do feel like Houghton Lake's defense has kind of cranked it up a bit since halftime. You know, they've definitely been doing a pretty good job at holding McBain down so far.
Right. Rodenbaugh passes it. Almost caught by Avery DeRider.
Almost caught by Houghton Lake. You saw that. It bounced out of his hands right into...
Right, but the Houghton Lake player did drop it.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and 13 here for the Ramblers.
Yep.
On the Houghton Lake 18. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game.
Gonna bring up 3rd down and 13.
Two near receivers, 2 far receivers here for the Ramblers. Looks like Caleb Van's right next to him.
Going for a pass play.
Here goes Rodenbaugh again, keeping himself, and oh, he throws it.
Ooh.
Almost intercepted by a Houghton Lake player.
Yeah, not a whole lot Rodenbaugh could do there. You know, his defenders were on him, and the defenders were also on all of his receivers. So best thing he could do there is throw it away to avoid loss of yards. Now be McBain's 4th down with 13 to go, but I'd say they'd still probably try to go for it. It'd most likely be a passing play, but I'd say given how close they are, they're going to try to go for it.
Couldn't quite tell who had the ball there. Looks like it was Rodenbaugh. He kept it himself. Didn't get anywhere.
Now be Houghton Lake
If
ball.
they didn't get the first down, the Bobcats are going to get the ball now. First and 10.
First and 10 here for the
On
Bobcats.
the 19-yard line.
On their own 19-yard line. Looks like there's a discussion between the refs. No, nothing has changed.
You have an official timeout.
Official timeout. 3 minutes, 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Looks like the ref is telling the chain gang to move over. Looks like maybe they forgot what they were doing. Oh well. Back to the game. Bobcats with the ball. First and 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. And looks like Houghton Lake's number 2, Titus Vaconis, manages to sneak by all of his defenders for a gain of what appears to be about 25 yards, now being on their own 45-yard line. That was just good field awareness by Titus there. He just managed to see where his defenders were and avoid them.
If you watch the play from the start, the quarterback was actually going to the far side, but he very sneakily gave it off to Titus, and he ran for about 30 yards.
Yeah,
he managed.
Managed to really go a ways before McBain defense caught up with him. So good play there for Houghton Lake. Oh, ball is in Kane Graham's possession, but defense gets on him a bit too quickly for gain of yards. That should be a loss of yards, although heard a lot of whistles from the ref, so I'm not sure if they flagged something or not.
10, King Graham, your ball carriers. Loss of about 4 on the play. Second down and 14.
It'll be Houghton Lake second down and 14. Loss of yards on that play there for them. False start by McBain. Over anticipated that one.
We have a penalty. Offsides charged against the Ramblers. This will move them.
Offsides penalty.
5 yards.
Looks like the ball will move about 5 yards. It'll be second down and 8 for the Bobcats. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
Ball is sitting on the
McBain's still up 14-0. James, do you think the defense will be able to hold him here?
I'd certainly hope so for McBain's sake. You know, their defense has been pretty solid all night, so I think if they aren't able to hold them here, they'll definitely be able to hold them on later down the line, you know? Okay, right there, that might not necessarily have been defense doing, but error on Houghton Lake's part, and looks like it was a fumble based on how aggressively McBain went after the ball afterwards, but should still be Houghton Lake ball.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be third and about 8. No, excuse me, third and about 12 here for the Bobcats. They're on their own 44-ish.
Covering up third down and 12.
Ball gets past their number 5, Kyler Emerson, and he gets by McBain defense for first down.
That's really good play there from the Bobcats. Just looked at where they could go on the field and went right there.
Yeah. And, you know, I suppose it doesn't really matter how much defense you play beforehand. If your defense slips up on any down, you know, however many yards you might have had an advantage, you can lose. In that case, McBain definitely kind of lost there as their Houghton Lake's number 5 managed to sneak by.
That, though, Bobcats are now on the Rambler 36-yard line, first and 10. About a minute and a half left in this third quarter. Let's see if the Bobcats can score. There's a fumble on the play. It looks like McBain came back with it.
That will be McBain ball.
And just as I say that, McBain takes the ball right back. As
Just
they're on
recovering the
36-yard
fumble,
line.
number 60,
A minute 16 left in the third quarter. Let's see if McBain can maybe even get a touchdown out of this.
Hey, that'd be nice, you know. It's only a quarter shift after this, so even if they don't get a touchdown here, they still maintain possession and all that, so.
Right, but why not go for a touchdown? Like, why not, man?
Yeah, you know.
Their offense is good enough.
Yeah, for the most part.
Their offense has been playing very, very well. Rodenbach handed it off to Jacob Billett. He breaks free the tackle. He's out for a first down. He's still
down.
going.
Looks
30,
like that could be touchdown.
25,
Oh,
15-yard line.
Houghton
for Jacob
Lakes.
Billett.
Houghton Lakes, number 10, Kane Graham, really managed to chase Billett down there. I mean, Houghton Lake kind of owes that old play to him, because otherwise that could have been easily another touchdown for McBain, which I got to say, it's really impressive how Billett turned what looked like could have been a loss of yards. You saw that earlier, like they were holding him down, and he somehow managed to loosen up. And
he ran about 35 yards.
Now they're like only 20 yards out from their touchdown. So, great play for McBain. Let's see if they can manage to get touchdown in this quarter yet.
Well, less than 30 seconds left. Like you said, they could hypothetically they could let the clock run out.
I suppose.
And go to the other side. And just as we say that, Blaine Houston runs right in for the touchdown, pushing McBain's lead to 20.
Nice play for McBain. I'd got to say that. I think that's the fastest McBain offense has acted this entire game. I mean, they managed to take something from about their own 30-yard line and bring it all the way over for a touchdown in like less than a minute of game time.
Yeah,
that's just
actually I think it was a minute.
Really fast movement by McBain.
Right.
Just they really owe it to their runners there.
It all went because of Jacob Billett's run, the 35-yard run.
Yeah.
And it was quite spectacular because yes, he broke out of a tackle and still ran 35 yards.
Yeah,
and there was like 4 or 5 Bobcats on him, ready to tackle him. So it is pretty miraculous.
Yeah, very good play there by McBain. Now we wait to see whether they'll choose to go for an extra point or a 2-point conversion. Canceled on Twitter.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an injury on the field, and we will be back as soon as he can get up off the field. And just as I say that, looks like he will be getting up. This is a good time for the Ramblers to talk about what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just gonna say, football players are a tough bunch, you know. These are injuries that would leave a normal man lying on the ground for a couple solid minutes. So it's rather impressive to see any of them get up in just like a minute or two after taking big hits like that, you know?
Yeah. And he is walking off with some help. Very thankful that he could get up. And as we say that, the Ramblers are coming to the field. Looks to me like McBain's going to go for a 2-point here. That's going to push their lead to 22-0. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see if McBain can get this.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, with how McBain offense has been moving, I wouldn't put it past him.
T formation. Rodenbach downloaded, receive the snap. Keeps himself. He's going. He looks to pass. He's kept himself. Passed to Caleb Vanna, but it was knocked short.
Field defense just kind of swats it out of the air right in front of him. It's just kind of funny to see.
2-point no good. It'll be Houghton Lake to receive the ball. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. James, how do you think this fourth quarter is going to go?
Well, I can never say for sure, but I'd say unless Houghton Lake really manages to have something click, I feel like it's going to go somewhat similar to how it's been going, you know. McBain has just been dominant on both sides of the playing spectrum, and Houghton Lake has just kind of, you know, been on the back foot pretty much ever since the first quarter. So I hope for McBain's sake it plays out like that, but maybe Houghton Lake's coach will have like a really good plan that they managed to bring it back, you know?
Right.
All right, folks. Somebody has run up here, all the way up here from.
Kicking off for the Ramblers, number 56, Luke Hoytinga.
All right. Addition on that. Hot dogs are $1. Powering is $1 as well.
Kickoff is long. Bobcats pick it up. Caleb Vanna's there to take him down, but he breaks free. He's still going, and he finally gets taken down at the Houghton Lake 25-yard line.
Man, McBain defense was really on Houghton Lake's number 13, Kane Furman, in just seconds. You saw that. It was pretty relentless. Good defense on McBain's part there.
And right there, the clock will expire.
The end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. McBain is up 20-0.
And the concession stand is telling me that there are deals down there.
Start of the fourth quarter, the Bobcats will have the ball at their own 24, 20-0. Start of the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, the Ramblers have definitely dominated this game. That is for sure. Since the score is 20-0, it's pretty obvious. James, just explain what happened in the first half and how well McBain did.
Well, in the first half, McBain just played defensively. Like, first and foremost, I know the points lead honestly isn't anything crazy. It's only 3 touchdowns. But defensively, they have been holding Houghton Lake down to next to nothing, you know? And then they also managed to capitalize on a lot of Houghton Lake's mistakes. Like, I'm pretty sure McBain managed to get possession off of Houghton Lake fumble twice. And on, at the very least, one of those occasions, McBain turned it into a touchdown in under a minute.
Right.
So
I also believe that McBain did have an interception as
yes.
well.
Looks like there was no gain on the play.
Second down and 10 for the Bobcats on their own 24-yard line. Warner gets loose. He's to the 40, 30, 20.
Looks like that'll
10.
be
Nobody can catch him, and he's at the goal line for the
Touchdown.
first touchdown for the Bobcats.
Man, commentators curse. Just as I was praising their defense, Houghton Lake goes and turns in a 75-yard run for a touchdown. Jeez, I should have.
Unfortunately, I could not tell who it was. I believe it was number 15, Cole Shields, I believe. Nobody on the Rambler side could catch him at all. He was very, very fast.
Man, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Commentators curse. I jinxed it.
And that's all right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more interesting of a game now.
That's true. you know, and it's just good play on Houghton Lake there. He took that ball and ran.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I mean, that's
dead.
kind of, I'm going to be honest, James, that's kind of the point of the game. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just making sure you knew that.
I'm kind of confused a lot.
It's all right. It's why
Do
I'm
my
here,
best.
Even though I don't know anything about football myself. Anyways, back to the game. Looks like the Bobcats will go for a 2-point conversion. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 behind the quarterback. Oh, McBain jumped. It'll be a false start on the Ramblers. Oh, no. I believe half the distance closer to the goal line. I could be wrong.
I'm not totally sure.
I believe it's half the distance to the goal line, so they'll be on about the 3-yard line. About the 3-yard line. Again, 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. And it looks like they're just going to punch it in. It is good. That pushes the McBain lead to only 12.
Wow. Just like that, Bobcats show up.
And we have a game.
Mm-hmm.
Houghton Lake can easily come back and win this. And all it had to deal with that one, 60-ish yard run
Yeah.
for
It was
the
like
touchdown?
About 70 or so. Just impressive given that they're wearing pads.
Yeah. And nobody could catch him.
That's a
He
lot
was-
of run with pads on.
Right.
That's a lot of run.
And he gave it his all. Put the Jets on, if you will. Ramblers will be getting the ball, though. I think McBain needs to score here. And
Just to reestablish dominance.
right, just
you know, like,
just
we
to
don't
reestablish that
want
lead.
to lose the momentum, you know?
Right.
And we don't want Houghton Lake to gain momentum. So I'd say here, just kind of, I don't
Play
mean
smart.
to, I don't mean to sound mean, but I'm saying it would be good for McBain to score a touchdown now, if not to just kind of crush Houghton Lake in the mind.
Yeah.
You know,
Crush their
half the
momentum.
battle is the mental battle. So
Right.
if we could do something that just kind of make them go, no, it's over, that'd be really good for us
I
right
think
now.
1 touchdown, and let's say it takes us 5 minutes to get down the field. And
Like a
that
drawn-out touchdown?
Right, and that leaves Houghton Lake with 6 minutes to score another touchdown. They have to march down the field with how McBain's defense has been going.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
And that's another thing McBain can definitely do right now. They can kind of just try and make the clock run for as long as they can,
Right.
too, you know?
They have a 12-point lead. I think
Yeah.
that's the smartest thing to do.
Right now, the clock is their friend, and they just want it to run out as quick as possible.
Right. Kick is short. Runbach gets it, and he runs right through the middle, and he gets taken down at about the 45 of the Ramblers. Be 1st and 10 there for the Ramblers. 11 minutes left in the game. Let's see if McBain can score another touchdown to reestablish their lead.
I think that'd be great for them, you know?
Yeah, very much so.
Landon, get dark up here, Luke. 1st and 10 for the 44-yard line of the Ramblers.
Runbach, we see the snap, hands it off to number 2, Blaine Houston. And Blaine, there he goes. 8 yards, 10 yards. That's enough for a Rambler 1st down.
All right. And there we go. Ramblers already starting to be aggressive on the offense again.
And
just
that's what we need.
forcing their way through. Yeah, you know?
We just entered Bobcat territory on the 46 of the Bobcats, the Ramblers. I think they need to keep being this aggressive. Just keep trying to punch that ball right through the middle.
They need to keep this pace, you
Right,
know?
find a
this
hole.
is clearly something that Houghton Lake has been struggling with all game, so like any weakness, we just need to exploit it, you know, and make it work in our favor.
T formation for the Ramblers. Ball is handed off to Blaine Houston again. He finds a hole, gets about 6 yards. Another great play from Blaine Houston. Seeing a hole in the line and taking advantage of it.
That's the thing about Blaine Houston. He's a pretty good running back. You know, he's fast, and although you may not think it's an advantage, he's relatively small, which means he can weave.
Sneak right,
you know,
he can sneak right
he can
to that
weave.
line. And that is really good.
Yeah, especially when you've got a bunch of gigantic linemen, just whatever the defender's position are called, just kind of wanting to force you on the ground. That's really good to just be able to weave in between them.
There he is again, Blaine Houston getting another 2 or 3 yards. It's third down and 4 with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, excuse me.
Bring up 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now, I know McBain hasn't reached that point yet, but say they should end up, like, on 4th down here. Do you think they would... I think they'd try to run it, but I'm not totally sure.
Depending, if it's like 4th and 1, I say they punch it right through.
Yeah,
but if it's like 4th and 5, I say you punt it.
Yeah, because they don't want to give, like, unnecessary risks.
Right, and there it is. That's 4th and about 7. 4th and 7 for the Ramblers. Honestly, I think they punt it here. I don't think it's worth the risk. Because let's say hypothetically you go for it and you don't get it. The Bobcats have the ball on their own 47.
Yeah.
And they can keep that momentum that they just had. They can have another big run and get another touchdown, and that just builds their momentum and tears down the McBain defense.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think you punt here, and I don't think McBain's going to punt here. There's 3 receivers. Far side. Looks like there will be a timeout for McBain. 8 minutes, 13 seconds.
Ramblers. This will be their first time out of the second half.
First time out of the second half here for the Ramblers. James, what do you think Coach is going to tell his players?
Well, I don't think I totally saw, but I think what they were doing was going for a passing play, so I'm not sure if the timeout was to maybe say try a running play or not, or maybe it's just he's setting up almost a trick play of sorts, you know?
Right.
I can't be sure, but right now I'd say he's just saying focus on getting that ball the first down no matter what.
Right, even then, you could go for a passing play and let Rodenbaugh scope out and then see if he needs to take it himself and try and get that first down or not, because he has been doing that a lot tonight.
That's true.
8 minutes, 13 seconds left in the game. If you're just tuning in with us, the Ramblers have been dominating this game, but in this 4th quarter, the Bobcats did score.
Very efficient fashion, too.
Fourth and 6 for the Ramblers. Let's see if they can make it. We have 1 receiver. Oh, no, they're going to punt it now.
Oh, that's what they were doing. Kind of like what you said earlier, you know? They didn't want to risk giving Houghton the ball any further up, you know?
Right, and I think that's the way smarter option is to punt it, and keep it out of bounds, or, excuse me, keep it away, as far away as they can from their own end zone.
Yeah. Right now, it's just up to McBain to play defense.
Right.
Maybe defense that drains the clock, too.
First and 10 for the Bobcats on their own. 13. Clock is running. Let's see if McBain defense can hold them. I think a huge hole here for the Ramblers would be huge.
Yeah.
If they can hold Houghton
at
right here,
this close to their own end zone,
and then they punch it. Let's say hypothetically the punt goes to the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
They have 50 yards to score another touchdown.
50 yards to just mess around with, you know.
Right.
Like just to figure out something and make something work.
We have 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, and 2 running backs behind the quarterback for the Bobcats. Looks like the quarterback can keep it himself. He's going. Nobody can catch him again. And he gets taken down at the 37 by a couple of Ramblers.
And that's good for McBain. I was starting to get flashbacks. Like, oh no.
This time, somebody was there to catch him.
Uh-huh.
First and 10 on the 47 of their own side. And just as I say McBain needs to hold them, they have another breakaway play.
Yeah.
The Bobcats do.
You know, that's what I think Houghton Lake is definitely going to go for. You saw they were setting up like a passing play. Right now, Houghton Lake needs, usually I'd say you just kind of want to slowly work your way across the field, but given how little time they have left and the point deficit they need to make up, they're probably going to keep going for more passing plays
well-
to get quicker across the field, you know, because they don't have a whole lot of time to kill.
Right. I need to score at least 2 more touchdowns to even have a chance. Ball gets taken down after about 5 yards on the carry. Fortunately, I could not see who it was.
Looks like it was number 10, Kane Graham. Yeah.
Thank you, James. I have
Kane
no
Graham, your ball
idea.
carrier.
Anyway, back to the game. Second and 5 for the Bobcats. About 6.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, 5 on the play.
Like you said, they really need to score a touchdown here. They don't have any time to waste.
Yeah. And McBain really needs to stop a touchdown because that just makes the game all the more
Right.
close for them, and they don't want close right now.
1 receiver near side, 1 far side, 2 running backs behind the quarterback. Takes a snap, passes it, dumps it off immediately. It will not be enough for a Bobcat first down. Looks like it was number 25, Tyler Bailey with the reception.
On the reception.
So it'll be about 3rd and 1.
Number 3.
Excuse me, 3rd and 2
Right
here for the
Power.
Bobcats. 5:45
Third
left
down
in the
and
game.
1.
I think McBain really needs to hold me. I'm gonna have an assumption that they're gonna try and punch it right through the middle. There is 2 receivers near side, 1 far side.
It's almost like a tactic to keep them guessing. Stretch their defense then while and
Pass
give them
back.
multiple options to worry about.
Looks like there was a loss.
You were saying?
Excuse me, there was actually a gain, and it looks like the Bobcats did get the first down. 5 minutes, 18 seconds. McBain really needed a hold there, but they
To be honest, I'm not totally sure. It was pretty hectic there, but it almost looked like the McBain defender who tackled Houghton Lake offense pushed
right,
him
yeah,
forward
right
to
into the
that
first
first down, you know?
Yeah, yep.
I gotta take him down at all costs, but that might have been
It might have been
a
the
bad
wrong play.
cost.
2 receivers near side, 2 receivers far side. Quarterback gets the snap, dumps it off. Intercepted by
It's like,
number 3, Bryson Powers, and he's still going.
that'll be
20,
McBain
10.
touchdown at this point, ladies
Bryson
and gentlemen.
Powers with the interception and the huge touchdown.
I'm just gonna say it, folks. I'm pretty sure whatever confidence Houghton Lake had that they were bringing this back has kind of been shattered because that was. I'm
Great.
gonna be honest. If I were a player, I'd be a bit demoralized at this point. You know.
I mean, the quarterback he had someone right there, but Bryson Powers just read the play and
Snuck
snuck
up,
right up and
grabbed
took
it,
that ball. And that was
And
a very, very
You saw
phenomenal
like the
play.
3 McBain players also like almost being like Powers' Secret Service. You know,
Right.
protect the president at all costs.
And that's what you need. And that benefited, and McBain scored another touchdown. And it looks like they're going to go for a 2-point T formation. Ball gets handed. I lied. Rodenbaugh passes off to Billett. Billett gets tripped up short. 2-point, no good. But still, McBain is up 18 points.
26-8. Very good for McBain, especially given that there's only about 4.5 minutes left in this game.
Right.
Not a whole lot Houghton Lake can do because, in a sense, they pretty much need 3 touchdowns in 4 minutes. So Houghton Lake offense is going to have to go crazy here if they want to make this comeback at this point.
Four minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. Ramblers just scored a huge touchdown. Bryson Powers with a huge interception.
Interception
Huge
of the
pick
game
six.
right there. That was great.
Oh,
You're right. They do have a term for that. I totally forgot.
I forgot too. I
There's
just
a
remembered
term
it.
for that.
It's a pick 6, James. That's what it's called. I just remember that as
Dude,
well.
learning more every day.
Luke Hoyt got kickoff for the Ramblers. Back to receive for the Bobcats. I believe number 15, Cole Shields. And again, excuse me if I'm saying that incorrectly. fighting with the kick. It is short. Picked up by a Houghton Lake player, and he's down immediately. Caleb Vanna.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but
Caleb
there was
Vanna-
hostile intent.
Caleb Vanna was there to absolutely
Destroy him.
I mean, he was
like,
cruising.
Houghton Lake was lucky he got down there because Caleb was cruising for a bruising. He was ready.
Yeah, he was ready to take down that Houghton Lake player.
He
That
would have
was-
easily
that was
knocked him
quite-
back another 5 yards.
That was
like,
quite phenomenal speed.
Like
Caleb Vanna.
almost feel like it'd be like some sort of goofy scene you'd see in a movie where it, like launches both of them back like 5 whole yards or something. Oh wow, that was good for Houghton Lake's health that they stayed down there.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats on their own 35. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in this game. At this point, I don't see Houghton Lake coming back. I think for now they need to work on their offense and see if they can get anything started.
Yeah, right
Just
now.
as we say that, the quarterback does keep himself and breaks away. He gets about 20 yards on that run. 4 minutes, 3 seconds. Honestly, James, I think this game's over.
I'd like to hope, but
It's 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's a lot. But you know, I suppose crazier things.
Yeah,
happened.
that is true. I mean, Houghton Lake has got to get it in right now, though, if they
Yeah,
even
like,
want to change. Like,
At
they have
this
got
point,
to
the
get it
name
in.
of the game for Houghton Lake is run as fast as you can. You know,
But you got to make sure if you are receiving a pass, you got to catch the pass first,
yeah,
and then you
run
can
and catch at this
Right.
point. I kind of want to say at this point they're not gonna. They would definitely not use running backs as much because even though running backs are a little bit more reliable, they're also much slower.
Just
you
when
know,
you say that.
This is Hail Mary time.
Well, they did hand it off to a running back, but he didn't get a very big gain. In fact, it was only about 2 yards for the Bobcats. So like 2nd and 8, so 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
And the clock is still
Run down
moving,
the
so
line.
that's
It's still
great for
running.
McBain.
I mean, yeah, it definitely is.
You know,
I'm pretty sure this game is now over. 3 minutes with you need to score at least 3 touchdowns.
yeah.
Okay. Hypothetically, this game's over. Under 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. 2nd and
I-
8 here for the
I'm
Bobcats.
gonna be honest.
though.
I think best case scenario for Houghton Lake right now is they somehow get 2 touchdowns.
Well,
you know?
even that 1 touchdown, they don't lose by a huge margin.
And then
They
McBain
walk
gets
out of
the
here
ball.
with some confidence.
Yeah.
Well, they walk out of here with some confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But here's the.
And
But that's like another thing though now. At this point, if Houghton Lake does get a touchdown, that means McBain gets the ball, and with only like 2.5 minutes left, I think that's enough time for McBain to just kneel
Right.
the rest of the game away. You know?
And that's all right.
Mhm.
McBain coming out here dominating against the Bobcats. Bryson Powers, easily my player of the game.
play of
With
the
that
game.
pick 6. That was a beautiful play. It was a beautiful read from him.
There were just a lot of great plays like
Yeah,
that, you know,
very
where
much- yeah,
all at
very
once,
true.
next thing you know, 70 yards go by, and then there's touchdown. Like, oh,
Right.
that's amazing.
That's from both teams. We had that
Yeah.
run, and there's a flag on the play. Looks like there might have been a false start. But yeah, on both sides, there was that run from number 15, Cole Shields, and then that pick 6 from Bryson Powers, and that's 2 huge runs for a touchdown.
Yeah, huge plays for McBain.
And that's
They're
really cool.
honestly kind of what won us this game, you know? Otherwise, this would not be so comfortable of a position for McBain right
Right.
now.
Yes, that is my play of the game, though. Bryson Powers with that pick 6. Minute 30 left in the game.
It's a good play of the game, especially now
Oh,
that.
excuse me, there's not. There's a minute 50. Oh, like 3rd and 8. I think if Houghton Lake does manage to score another touchdown, they can walk out of here with some confidence that they did
Yeah.
well.
I still think that they can walk out with confidence that they did well because they still had their good plays, you know? It wasn't by any means a terrible game for them.
Caleb Miller, excuse me, sacked quarterback for a loss of 2. It'll now be 4th and 9.
Although, to be honest, at this point, if I'm Houghton Lake, I run it anyways, you know? There's
Right.
not really
You
much
have
to
anything
lose
to
here,
lose. No,
you know?
literally you have nothing to lose.
Only gain can be made from trying to run it pretty much
Well, I
here.
guess technically you can lose the ball, but we don't have to talk about that.
But yeah, well, at this point, you know, just giving McBain the ball is way worse than at least trying to force something
Right,
through,
right.
you know?
And it looks like the Bobcats will attempt to go for it. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. 2 running backs next to the quarterback. They need 8 yards for the first down. Pass, number 25, and he gets brought down by a group of Ramblers. There is a flag on the play, however. It could be against the Ramblers or the Bobcats. I didn't really see. It looks like maybe there was a block in the back or a holding maybe on the defense.
Yeah.
But with the way the refs are pointing, it is personal, or excuse me.
Yep, personal.
It is a personal foul. Excuse me. On the Ramblers, and maybe it looks like to me that the chain gang is moving, and the Bobcats will have a first down at the Rambler 44. Clock is running. If they're gonna score, they better do it now.
Just all the more time for
30 seconds. Let's see if they can do it. 3 receivers near side, 2 far side. Quarterback.
Looks like they're just going for a passing play or maybe even a quarterback snake.
Luke Hoytinga was there, and there it is. Caleb Vanna with an interception.
Let's see
That'll
if he
pretty
can
much
take
end
it
the
back
game.
for another pick six.
I mean
he's
going.
moving.
He's going.
He's moving.
And
Oh,
he is taken
man.
down with 13 seconds left on the clock.
But either way, I'd say at this point, it's over. McBain can just
Huge interception.
kneel and
Huge interception there from Vanna.
they can go home with their first win of the season feeling good, you know?
Yep. Unfortunately, I do not know who they play next week, but tomorrow, the Houghton Lake varsity will go against the Rambler varsity at McBain. Rambler will be streaming it if you want to tune in. It is also Mass Band Night. We'll be recording that. And just like that, the clock will expire.
Good game for McBain tonight. They played real solid.
Right, and I just got some information that the JV will play Lake City, I believe, at home on next Thursday. And with that, I'd like to thank Trinity Berlin and Carson Murphy.